basic argument is that the monsters of Western horror cinema are primarily the monsters for which Christianity is responsible, whether it likes it or not. In other words, Christianity has so shaped the West in our thinking, in our anxieties, that those are bound to come out in the way we tell horror movies or horror stories. Uh, I mean, it's obvious in supernatural movies, it's like with vampires and demons and Satan, that Christianity has shaped that. The symbols are so in your face. You know, when you throw a cross up at a vampire, that's pretty Christian symbolism, But even beyond that, Christianity has shaped the West in other ways. The way we think about bodies, for example, has been very shaped by in the West by Christian concerns and anxieties over the body, over purity, uh, and it's not the same in Eastern or Asian cinema. I'll give a good example of that, which is not so much in your face, which is nature horror. So, in the West, we have loads of movies where animals come and get you, or nature turns on you in some way. It could be The Birds, or it could be Jaws. Those are older ones, but now we have
Cujo.
Cujo, yeah, and we have cocaine grizzly bear. I mean, it's anything that's an animal or a part of nature will turn on us. You don't have that in Asian cinema. You could probably count on one hand the number of horror movies where an animal gets you. So alienated are we from nature in the West that it comes back to haunt us. And that has something to do with Christianity. Christianity has shaped our relationship to nature. Unfortunately, I think it's a distortion of Christian theology, but Christianity has been used to perpetuate the idea that humans are in control. We're here to dominate nature, to subdue it. We're the crown of creation. We were created in God's image, and we're the only beings that are created in God's image. And so it kind of has given license for us to manipulate and to control nature in a way that, you could even say is directly or at least indirectly responsible for the present climate crisis. Uh,
Mm.
So there are great arguments that have been made throughout the last 100 years about Christianity's role in our Western alienation from nature. I just pick up on that thread and show how it shows up in horror movies.
Yeah.
Christians have always been a little bit nervous about the body. I mean, if you go all the way back to St. Paul, I mean, the flesh is the source of the problem. And while he uses the word flesh in a very complicated way, it's not just the body. It's clear that the body is a problem for Paul, and it has been for Christians ever since. Sexuality is a problem. Well, horror movies are going to pick up on that anxiety over the
Hmm.
body, and so it's probably understandable that with body horror would be what it is today. I think very much because of Christian origins. Psychologically, you also get in the Apostle Paul's responsible for a lot of the anxieties we have in the West. I'm not kidding. For example, this inner struggle that we have. I want to do the good, but I can't. Uh, Woe is me. I mean, it's like he does end up going to saying, thanks be to God for Christ who has rescued me from this. But this inner tension you have on the one hand, this thing that Christians give us is that we're and the Jewish tradition too, that we're created in the image of God. We're called to be this amazing creation, but we are always doomed to be sinners.
Mm.
And when you've got those two things going on, you've got anxiety.
Right.
Catholic guilt, Protestant guilt, Jewish guilt, those things are not accidents. People talk about all three of those things. They come from a very positive theology about what it means to be human, but also a very pessimistic theology about us being ever prone to sin. And within that lives a tension that works itself out.